Today's video is all about an accessory that was kindly sent to me by Tesstudio. Tesstudio are a web-based company who have an array of accessories for all makes and models of Tesla. So here we are in the Tesstudio webpage, and all you do is if you Google tesstudio.com, it will take you directly to the site. As you can see, the site is well presented and it has a choice of different Tesla models, and all you do is you would literally click in to whatever model you're looking for and it will display an array of accessories. Now, if you go to the cart, you'll see the product that I'm going to be reviewing today, and it is a Tesstudio R86 rear entertainment display, and this comes for the Model 3 and Model Y. Now, currently that is retailing at $329 on the site. However, if you apply the code NORTH1, like I have in this example, it has reduced the price down by 22% to $256.62. So if you like the product I'm about to review, please don't forget, use the code NORTH1, or for that matter, any other products that you see on the Tesstudio website, and you will get that 22% off. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today is an exciting day for me, and at the same time it's going to be a little bit nervy because I'm about to take on the biggest installation of an accessory that I've ever taken on since I've had this Model Y performance. Now, the product I'm about to show you is able to go inside a Model 3 and a Model Y, any variation of their models. However, if you have the Model 3 Highland version, this probably isn't the video for you because you've already got a rear display unit in the back of the car, and that was the main instigator for me. When I saw that, I thought to myself, oh God, I wish I had one of them in the back of mine, and now I can. So I did my research online and I come across a site called Tesstudio, and I reached out to Tesstudio and they very kindly sent me out the product to install myself and at the same time do a video on, so I can show you people hopefully how easy this is to install. Now, I have two options. I can either take the challenge on myself or I can get it fit by a professional, and I thought, why not take it on myself? Which is very surprising for me because, as I say, I'm useless at most things. Now, what we'll do, just so you know what the video is going to be like going through the video, the first part of the video, I'll be unboxing it, showing you the products inside so you can see what it comes with and display the screen to you. I will then install the product, and then just after that, I'll demonstrate the functionality so you can see what it does and see if it's a product that you'd be interested in. Now, if you are interested in the product, I will put all the links in the description, and I'll put a discount code in there as well. So I'll give you a few pounds off, or a few dollars or euros, or whatever your currency is around the world. So without further ado, let's get this unboxed, let's get amongst it, and let's get this video started. Right, everybody, so this is everything out the box, and it comes with a little pamphlet which basically gives you a bit of a flavour for the different products that are available on the Tesstudio website, which I thoroughly recommend you have a look at because there is an array of products on there to suit everybody's budget. We've also got a little white plastic capping device, which I'm assuming I have to cap off one of the leads inside the console because the wiring loom is going to take over the power flow. Comes with a little adapter, looks like a USB-C, USB adapter. So we'll see what that does later. A nice little prying tool to get the plastic off to get into it. And it also comes with two different wiring looms. Now, I'm assuming this is due to the fact that as the Teslas are being built over the years, they've been putting different connectors in. So one of these connectors will fit into mine in the car and yours as well. So whichever one I'm going to use, I'll just discard the other one and use this one to fit into the vehicle. The star of the show is this beautiful 8.6-inch screen. Look at that. Isn't that a great piece of ingenuity? The colour matches the centre console, so I'm hoping this is going to look as though it's rolled straight off the factory line at Tesla when I get it put in. And I'm instantly drawn to the airflow because when I've done my research, a lot of the airflow on these products are pretty static. So does this direct? Yes. Now the main one is, quite a few of them do directional, but do they absolutely move up and down as well? Yes. Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. There's not many on the market that will do that, and I don't think there's any on the market with a screen that size and the directional flow that this little beauty's got. Quick look at the back. It's got one little connector lead here, and it's also got a little port there that I'm assuming one of the plugs will fit into. And obviously this bit here is, I'm assuming, where the airflow comes down for the air conditioning. So all in all, good starter for 10. Happy with that. Right, let's get this product installed into the car. Right, so I've just turned the power off, and how I did that, I went into the screen, went into the under safety, and scrolled right the way down to the bottom and hit the power mode button off, just in case there's any accidents or incidents. And don't worry about doing that, because all you do is you touch your brake and the power comes back on immediately. So at least keep yourself safe. It's best to be safe than sorry. Next thing you'll see I've done is I've moved my 2 seats at the front as far forward as they'll go, so that gives me enough room to get into the center console. Right, let's get around the other side and let's do the first part of the install. Right, so apparently this piece here, which feels really solid, just pulls off. So I'm a bit nervous about this because I don't want to damage anything. So let's see what happens. So you need to get a firm grip, I would imagine. So I'm going to put my thumbs into the airflow, grip it at the bottom and see if that works. Yeah, straight away. Wow, that was easy. And as you can see, we've only got the one connector to the airflow device at the back, and it's got a little black clip here. If you just put your thumb underneath that and press it out, give that little plug a tug, and it comes straight out. So I think this is the lead where that little white cap is, what I showed you before. I think this is the piece that needs to be capped off. So I'll just tuck that down here for now. And there we have it, people. The first piece is complete, and I'm now going to remove this into the garage. Right, once that's done, we'll get under here, we'll get the bottom panel off. Let's see how easy that is. Right, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll try it with this. See if I can get it in. No. All that. It's up there. Push it. No. There must be a little knack to this, I would imagine. Ah, there we go. Oh, I had it there. Right. So if I pry that, and hopefully if I can get this into it, and then just work my way along. Let's try it with this one. That's it. Right. No, it doesn't want to know. Oh, I think I heard a pop there. That's good news, I hope. I've got the side off here. And you just pull it. And it's off. So with that, I found it easier when I got the prying tool down to this corner here. And once I got one side off, the rest just came off. So yeah, that was relatively easy that to do. So now we've got everything off. I'll put this into the garage as well, keep it safe for now. But we've got everything off, so let's see what we're going to do next. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to identify which is the correct wiring loom for my car. So, grab the first loom, just take the OBD port out. It just clips out. Really easy. Now, through the art of deduction, this plug should fit into this one. And it's far too small. So this wiring loom does not fit into my car. So I'm hoping this one does. And let's check it out. Now these only go in one way, so, oh, that's it, straight away. So if I turn it around the other way, as you can see, it doesn't go in that way. Turn it around the correct way and it'll just slot in. Right, so the good news is now I've identified the correct wiring loom. Now what I need to do is this piece here, maybe it's that piece, I don't know yet, but this piece here definitely needs to go into the back of the device screen. So I need to work a route out how to feed the cable up through this gap here to come out up here and through. Now there's a few options I can do with this. I can either undo screws and take this panel out, which I don't really want to do if I'm being honest. Or the other option is I might be able to run a bit of wire down, tape this end to it and pull it through. So I'll have a little work out how I'm going to do that, and then we'll give it a go and see which is the best option. Right, I think I found a potential route, so I've turned the camera on just to see if this works, and if this works, this will just save me so much time and effort. So if you look at the open unit, right down the bottom down here, you'll see a glimmer of light just where the end of my fingertip is. Now I think there's a hole there that I can push this up, so I'm going to try and straighten the lead out as best I can and see if I can get it through that hole and push it up. Now this might not work, but it might. And at the minute something's blocking and I don't know what it is. Try to get my hand in. Oh, I feel it. Just can't quite get my fingertips on it. Oh, have I got it? Sorry about shit in the camera. But if this works, it'll save a lot of hassle. I think I've got it. So I need the other lead to come through as well. There should be a connection there somewhere. Come on. I think there's just something catching on that bottom one. So I've got the top bit through. It's just the other bit. Let's give it a little wiggle. Oh, do you know what? That's nearly there. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some tape on. I'm just going to put some tape on here. There, just to keep it fresh, because I think this little thing's catching on something here. So let's see if we can get that to work. I'm just going to tape it. Right, so what I've done, I've just put some masking tape over that here, just to see if that helps the flow of the cable coming up through that gap, because I've nearly got it. I am so close to getting this without having to take off anything else. As you can see, oh, lost focus there for a second. I've got the lead coming up. Come on. Oh my God, it's worked. Happy days. Right, I've just got to take that masking tape off now. Right, so the masking tape is now off. I've got the 2 leads that go into the back of the device, and then I've also got the 2 connectors that go onto the OBD port at the bottom, and that should get me some power into the screen. Right, let's go and get the screen. Right, I've connected the 2 leads, as you can see. So the 2 leads that were sticking out the top, one which was masked and the other one had a little connector. Where you see that little hole there, basically you just push the connection in, clip this attachment onto the cable that's attached to the device, and that is it. That is everything that we need to clip onto it. So what I want to try and do is just make sure I don't tangle these wires up and block anything. And let's see if we can get this fit into the console. Right, you just got to give this a wiggle in, and that's it. It is a solid as a rock. Right, this is another test I wanted to do. When I was doing my research and reading reviews, a lot of devices that come from other companies don't allow you to open your armrest fully because it catches on the back here. So here we go, live trial. Oh, superb, look at that. Look at that, absolutely spot on. Now, doesn't that look good? And if you look at the colour just matches perfect to the centre console, to the trim. It's fitting perfect. Right, I am so pleased with myself for doing that. But saying that, I've still got to connect the 2 connections at the bottom. Then we'll switch the power on and we'll see if it actually works. Because if it works, I'll be so delighted that I took this project on. Right, let's connect the ports up. Now, how's this go? Let's have a look. So this one here, I mean, one's a big end and one's a little end, so it's not going to be hard, is it? So that's into that one, and then this one, is that the right way? As I said, there's only one way it can go, people, so trial and error. Is it that way? That's it. Oh my God, we have power. We have power, people. Right, so we have power, as you can see. So that really surprises me. I've managed to do this that easily. This is in really firm as well. No rattles, no groans, no moans. Now, I mean, I'll have a little play with it, see what it does. There's the fan speed. I'm assuming that kicks in a sec. I've got it set on auto. The directional flow works well. There we go. Oh my God. The air power on that is really good. Let's give it a full blast, see what it's like. Wow. Let me do a little demonstration here, watch. Look how it's blown that. That is superb. The force that kicks out is unreal. Turn it down. Wow, really pleased with that. Right, so what I've got to do, I'm dying to have a little play with this, people. So I'm just going to put the panels back on the bottom, click all the wires in. The only wires I've got to do is the OBD ports at the bottom, and then basically put this little panel back on, and then we're good to have a little play. Right, so that's the screen in. And as you can see, I've managed to put the panel in and it went in seamlessly, no issues at all. There is no wires under the seat, there's no wires running down the channels, it's all done through the wiring loom that I put in the car. How cool is that? So this is the view of the passenger side, and as you can see, even though it's the largest screen for a centre console that Tesstudios have provided, it does not look out of place. This is what it looks like from the rear, and this is the view from the other side of the car. Doesn't it just transform the look of this car? I absolutely love it. Right, now for the fun bit, let's see what functionality this gorgeous device has got. Right, let's have a little bit of a play with the functionality of the RS86. So, as you can see, I've got the screen in front of me, and the screen that's actually on at the moment is the air control system. So, as I demonstrated to you earlier, the strength of the air conditioning power, as I just fit the product in, you will see this is how you control it. So you've got a slider here, this little black button, you just slide it up and down, and obviously the higher you go up, the faster the air comes out. And it's the same principle down this side here, where this little black button is, and that's to control the temperature of the interior of the car. Now, if I just zoom in a bit, you can see at the bottom, you've got anion air purification system, you've got the fan adjustment system, you've got dog mode, camp mode, which I use a lot when I'm out camping, and obviously you've got the facility to put a child lock on if you feel the need is necessary. So that is the first button that we come across, or the first function we come across. Next one. This is the control for the seating system in the car, and it's very much like the control that you've got on your visual display unit at the front of your Tesla. You just literally press any seat and you would switch it off exactly how you would on the central display, any seat, and it just controls that. So that's really handy for the passengers. That, you know, how many times has someone said to you, can you put me back seat on, please? Well, they can do it themselves now, so that just takes away that little niggle. So that is the control system for your seating. The next one is extra controls for your seating, but this is with a difference. Now, if you see this here, if I press it, what it does, it starts a massaging process off using the lumbar in your seat. Now, if I stay quiet, you'll hear the lumbar operating. So that's basically the seat in massage mode, and that's really good if you're, if you're sitting about waiting for somebody, or you just need to have a rest, or you're taking a break, whatever the need is, it's a handy little function to have that. If I switch that off. And also, if I zoom out again, because I want to demonstrate what this does, here, it's got the functionality to move the passenger seat. Now, there is no functionality on the driver's seat, and the reason for that is purely for safety reasons. You don't want anybody in the back messing about with your seat while you're driving, so it's a great safety feature. But on this one, if I press this button here, or this arrow, as you can see, the seat moves forward. And then you stop, press this, and it moves the seat back again. Now also, it's got the functionality to move the backrest. So as you can see, I'm moving that forward. And then you can move it back again. Now that's really handy to have. So if you do drop your back seats and you need that little bit extra room to put something in the back of your car, you don't have to run to the front of your screen, to the front of your car and look at the screen and operate it from there. You can do it from the rear screen now. So that is a great function to have. Next one. Now this one, I don't know what this one does in its entirety. It might do more, but what this actually does, if you've got the radio on or you're listening to some streaming music in the car, you can control the volume up and down, pressing either the minus or the plus. But I'll have to do a little bit more digging on it to see if it does more than that. And you've also got your apps. So I'm not going to go through all the apps. You can basically do that yourselves, but you've got all different settings and different usage of them. I will play about with these ones for a bit just to demonstrate the screen. So you've got Chrome, Play Store. Now, just on Play Store, when you get your R86 and you put it in, you have to go into Play Store. If you haven't already got an account, just set it up on there. It's really easy to do. And then what you do, you download your apps that you want to function on the display. So for example, YouTube, I put YouTube, Netflix, TikTok on, and I've downloaded Firefox as well as an extra browser. So if you go press the YouTube button, it just so happens I've got one of my videos up here. So what I do, drop the back seats down. I'm 6'1" tall, and I can fit in this car with room to spare. And as you can see, the screen and the sound isn't bad at all for a 8.6-inch screen. Now the speakers do come at the bottom, underneath the bottom here, and you can adjust the volume, and it does belt out some volume if you want to, but I think if you have it on too loud, it will probably annoy the passengers in the back. You can use a Bluetooth system. You can plug in here. You can plug in your PlayStation controller, your Xbox controller, whatever controller you've got. Download some games or play the games on it, download the apps, and you can play games with hand controllers, or you can Bluetooth them in, whichever you think is necessary. So we've done YouTube, Netflix. Let's just show you that. So as you can see, straight away Netflix has come up, and basically this is a fantastic addition to have if you've got kids, you're on a journey, and you can just use the Netflix display and leave them to it basically. Now I personally have a pair of Apple earpods, and basically just stick them in my ears and I can watch Netflix to my heart's content without bothering anybody in the front. And you can watch this while you're driving, so that's another great point actually. So your passengers can watch Netflix while you're driving the car, because as we all know, you can't do that while you're driving your car with the front screen. Next one is settings for the car. So on this here, it says vehicle left and right rudder settings. Now what that means is, are you a left-hand drive or a right-hand drive, and you would set your car accordingly. Obviously, you've got your temperature control. I've set mine at Celsius because in the UK that's what we tend to use. You've got your 24-hour format timing, your time zoning, and I put the rear seat sensor on. And the reason I put the rear seat sensor on is because if somebody gets out the car at the back and they're not sitting in the seat, the display will just automatically go off whether the car is locked or unlocked. Now, another thing to go through is, if you see these things at the top, these little, if I zoom in a bit because you can't really see it. Now, you've got your Bluetooth, you've got your Wi-Fi, you've got all sorts of pairs. So if I just keep my finger pressed on it and slide it down, you can see, so this is how you connect to your internet. So what you do, you keep your finger pressed on it and it's going to start searching. As you can see, I'm connected to that Wi-Fi, and it comes up with all the different ones that you've got, and then what you would do, you click onto it, put your password in, and you're good to go. So that's that. Right, there you have it, everybody. That is a quick guide through the functionality of the R86. Now, I'm sure this does a million things more, but I'm still learning the process as I go. One thing I did forget to mention, the R86 does have the capability to use CarPlay. So if that's your bag, it also covers that off as well. Now, if you like what you see, go direct to the Tesstudio website, click in the search button R86, it'll come up straight away with it. Order the model you want, because obviously it covers off Model Ys and Model 3s. And when you get to the checkout, click in the link into the code, click in North1 for your discount code, that's North1, and that gets you 22% off your order. Also, have a flick through the website while you're there, because Tesstudio does cover off all your needs for accessories for your Tesla Model Y, Model 3, Model X, Cybertruck. It's got the lot there, so please pay them a visit. Don't forget, click the like and subscribe, drop the comments in the comment section, and I'll catch you all later.